Hi everyone, this is Arjuna, aka Professional High Priestess, and I'm back with another Stay in Your Lane message, okay? So let's get started for today's Stay in Your Lane. Stay in your lane, 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 and I apologize that we have to stop and start again, but we'll go ahead and we'll just pull cards fresh. But one thing that I did want to say is in the first reading it came out that basically what's going on is a lot of these karmics are getting exposed for like the things that they've been doing for trying to impact your money. Now their money has been impacted. There's something about a secret OnlyFans account where your masculine's karmic is like has an OnlyFans account with like their stud, their third party stud or some other men that they're dealing with, and this is coming out and it's getting exposed what they've been doing. Somebody has screenshots and shit like that. Another thing that I'm also picking up here too, that we also picked up on is there's high level like archangel energy that is facilitating high level energetic work on karmics right now because they've been tampering and playing with like earth angels and things like that. So this is how they learn that you're protected, and this is how they learn about, how magistrates get dealt with and how principalities get dealt with. So let's go ahead and we'll continue with the Stay in Your Lane message, okay? Lilith was wanting to visit and be in our chat, but we ain't fit to let that happen. All right. Dear right own living ancestors, what messages do you have for today? Stay in your lane, 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 stay in your lane. And Mars came out again, conflict. You got Saturn, karma. What messages do you have? Second house. Yeah, somebody's getting financial karma here for starting some bullshit. It's like energy, somebody was trying to chase two rabbits and they didn't catch either one. So you're either going to be about your money or you're either going to be about bullshit, but you can't be about two. So I thought somebody felt like they were going to cause a bunch of drama in your life, conflict or strife and whatnot, and then they didn't know that it was actually the on the other end of that, what they had to pay for was their finances, their financial future. So I feel like somebody here, sixth house, their reputation is ruined. So this can be at work or a family member or a karmic partner or somebody that you used to fuck with. It's like the way that they're getting karma for trying to tamper with you and cause problems for you is in their money being funny. That's what they pay for. That's what they actually got ultimately at the other end of this. It's like somebody's like either they were trying to like tamper with your business and that blew up in their face, or they're trying to play with your name and it blew up in their face, or they're trying to create some type of conflict or strife here, maybe as a distraction. I don't know, to try to prove some point here, and no point got proven. The only thing that they did prove was that they're hella low vibrational, and now they're dealing with hella conflict here. Somebody can even be getting sick from this. I feel like there's also something about a mystery illness, and this is a part of somebody's karma. They're playing with spell work. Somebody got sick. What messages do you have here? There's also a coven member that's died, and you guys have not heard about this. Or this coven member, it's like running GoFundMes and things like that to get money, but they're trying to keep it quiet. There's a coven that's being dismantled with sickness here and reversals. And everyone in the community is like, oh, why is all this stuff happening to y'all? Because of magic. And people are putting two and two together. What messages do you have? What messages do you have for today? Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. You got Jupiter. Ooh, karma's expanding here. But I also pick up on the other end of this with the stay in your lane. You stayed in your lane and you're having good luck here. That's what I'm picking up, archangels. So for those of you who've been doing good, you've been minding your business and staying in your lane, I feel like there's jealousy here because you're abundant with the Jupiter energy. This can also be here too. We're talking about Jupiter being in certain houses and bringing malefic energies into people's house. So somebody may have Jupiter in the 8th house, or somebody may have Jupiter transiting their 8th or their 12th house, and there's karma right now. So Jupiter's in Aquarius or Pisces. Oh, shit. Ooh. Somebody may have, because Jupiter and Aquarius, Saturn are both in Aquarius right now. So somebody can have Jupiter. They're in Aquarius and Western, but Capricorn and Vedic. So somebody could have Capricorn 12th house or 8th house, or Aquarius 8th house or 12th house. And somebody's dealing with hella enemies right now. So I feel like somebody here, like, I don't know, it's like, instead of them preparing for what they were going to deal with their transits, because if you know your chart and if you pay attention, if you self-care, you'll see what's coming in and you can like sidestep it. But somebody here was like so busy trying to bother with you or cause problems or be in competition, they didn't see Saturn and Jupiter about to conjunct an aspect in their 12th or 8th house. Now somebody's dealing with hella enemies and conflict here. This can be some mob shit here too. All of a sudden, somebody's dealing with hella gang violence or opposition or drama or beef. And then you got the North Node energy here too. And there's another thing that we're talking about with Saturn, with the United States government, all that rigging and gerrymandering and shifting money out of the community and creating project housings and fucking oppressing people and cradle the prison pipeline and all that bullshit. Then chickens didn't come home to roost for this because we've spent so much money on bullshit that the whole entire fucking economic system is routed and having to continue to oppress and traumatize people and create war. It's like our whole entire economy is built off of trauma. So now that we're trying to like move forward or like create a new leaf or something like that, it's not working. Another thing I'm picking up here too is all the works that the United States did to hide history and to dumb down the public. It's working against them because other countries are getting ahead of us because we don't critically think. They don't really think they don't really teach critical thinking. You know, even the only reason why we even learn evolution and even certain, which is still problematic in some ways for other reasons, right? Or certain scientific concepts, the only reason why we even get to learn that is because other countries like Russia and stuff like that during the space race, like in the 60s and 70s, they were outdoing the United States. So they're like, no, we actually need people to be like invested in science and shit like that. Because before they were just like, focus on the Bible. And now these chickens are coming home to roost for the United States government. They're scrambling because other countries are creating fucking weapons and shit like that they can't because they have to outsource and get scientists and shit like that from other places. Another thing I'm picking up here too is this is not about no xenophobia. Nah, not at all. But the United States is being infiltrated in their scientific realms. And this is not about no xenophobia, nah. And please don't even start that. But they're being infiltrated by outside countries that have the talent, that know science, they know calculus, they know math, they know further maths. And further maths is a bit, why did I call it further maths? Like advanced math, I guess. Chemical engineering, other things that they focus on in their country. While we're just trying to get our kids to be able to stay in school without getting suspended or shit like that, or not come to school to shoot the shit up. You see what I'm talking about? Now chickens are coming home to roost right here for the United States government because something's being plotted and planned by these countries that have been infiltrating. And they see our stock is weak. And they see our education system is a failure. But this is what they orchestrated after all these many years. These Republicans chickens are coming home to roost for these Republicans. Because the ones that are still in power now, like Mitch McConnell and all these other motherfuckers and the Koch brothers and the George Prescott families and shit like that, they're seeing the consequence for what they created. Because they were so busy being money hungry, they forgot that, okay, while America was causing all these problems and shit like that, other countries were trying to like, you know, to try to compete and things like that, or maybe even come to the United States, they outdid us in academics. Ooh. Wow. Clarify the sixth house. What is this? You got the Three of Wands, karma. You see what I'm talking about? Three of Wands. It's coming. This infiltration with the Four of Swords is a silent warfare, but it's happening right now. What's the second house? You got the Nine of Wands. I'm telling you, this is also too this karmic partner that we were talking about. How she's about to be out in the cold. She was playing with your money. There's a karmic partner that's jealous of your work ethic. You hear those sirens? And it's 121 right now. Okay. There's a karmic partner that's jealous of your work ethic, jealous of your skill set, all of that type of stuff, like karmic partner, karmic female, karmic whatever. And this karmic was like maybe paying for spell work to get done on you or causing problems. And now one thing that I'm picking up here on one hand, this karmic has hella transactions that your masculine is finding. Or what's happening is they spend so much money on spell work, they don't got money for other shit, and they're about to be in a tower. Like, oh, I spent thousands of dollars on magic or some other bullshit, and now I actually have bills to pay. Ooh. Or I spent hella money on love spells, now I got bills to pay. You're about to find out too that like maybe somebody that you separated from or you stopped talking to, they went to go run with the karmic and stuff like that. That karmic is out in the cold. She doesn't have any money. She's broke and she's like destitute and doing hella bad. And that's exactly what she gets, especially if she was spiritually attacking you. That's how the ancestors wanted it to happen. And I feel like she feels hella stupid. Or she feels hella guilty now because she realized that none of that shit needed to happen. And maybe you have gone through some karmic energies because of this. She feels hella goofy now because maybe her kids are not going through this or she's going through something similar now. And she knows it's because of what she did to you. And she feels hella silly. Somebody here's hella stupid and low vibing. Like this is like this rap bitch shit that we talk about, where these low vibing females, they just be playing with shit. I'm also picking up a practitioner that's been doing work as homeless now, or they're broke and they don't have any money. Like, I don't know, they tied themselves to something. That's what I'm saying. There's an ancestor in the spiritual realms that's doing the work. The archangels are doing the work. You don't have to do anything. They've descended upon these karmics. What's the Saturn energy? It's a collective energy right now. So I'm telling you guys, it's not just if you're like, I'm not seeing it though, and other people, you're like, oh yeah, I'm seeing it. Don't worry, like you're gonna see it. It doesn't matter because it's a collective energy that they're in. So they're getting hit collectively by the archangels that are over that principality. You got Saturn with the Queen of Wands. You see what I'm talking about? They're getting their karma now. I'm also picking up here too, somebody like their whole thing was just to focus on fucking and focus on men and chasing after relationships and shit like that. And they don't got nothing to show for now. They don't got nothing to fall back on. Or even if they did go to school, they weren't focusing on like building up their network or, you know, trying to build up their resume by doing A, B, C, and D opportunities and fellowships and stuff like that. They were so busy worried about chasing after a man or some shit like that. Ace of Swords. Now they don't have nothing to fall back on. And this is another thing we were talking about, like somebody was so invested in conflict and chasing after you. Now they're dealing with drama here. Clarify Mars and the Queen of Wands. You got the Three of Pentacles. There's also a war on sex workers too. And the way that this war is translating is like, I feel like what's happening is like, they're trying to create conditions where like they have to get pinned. They have to deal with a pimp or something like that. With the Mars and the Three of Pentacles. Because these people, because they were being, it was like a whole thing. They were autonomous. They didn't have to have a pimp. They didn't have to like give anybody their money. They didn't have to deal with beatings and all that shit. Oh no, no, that's too quiet. We can't have that. So we need to create conditions where you guys have to go back and be in dangerous situations. Some of you guys are like, well, they shouldn't be doing that. I'm telling you guys right now, for some people, like, it's unfortunate, but some people that's the only like option that they have. You know, some of them are even like they're trying to get their education, they're trying to do things like that, and they just can't make ends meet. They're working, they're doing all those different type of things, but they just can't make ends meet. There's a plot for this. They just don't want these females to be independent. Or man, let me tell you something. I feel like a lot of these companies are being like infiltrated by religious, like right-wing people who they themselves pay for sex workers, but they don't want women of color. So what the problem is here is because it's women of color making money now. That's the problem here. It's a bunch of women of color making money. That was the problem. And they didn't want that. No. We need you out on the corner so then we can find a way to get you into the jail system to organ traffic and all this other shit. That's why they did this bullshit. That's crazy as fuck. That's what I'm seeing here. There's a whole plot and plan. Because they know what their platforms are used for. So why do they pivot all of a sudden and change? Somebody's going to come up with a competitive, a rival. And I feel like it's going to be run by crypto. It needs to. Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. It's going to be run by crypto. And they're going to use a blockchain to do this. What's the Jupiter? If you guys know, okay, so this is what I'll offer, because this is the thing here too, y'all. I just, you have to realize too, it's like, it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate thing, but it's like, one of the things, if you guys want this, if you guys know sex workers that have been impacted by this whole thing getting shut down and they want to create their own platform, I'm willing to kind of like support like a process for them to create their own platform, for them to be able to keep doing their work. So if you guys want like a session where like you like get some support with designing a tech platform where sex workers can continue to do their work without fear of the fucking United States government and the feds and shit like that, I'm here to help. Now for the feds, if you guys are sitting here and you're like, wow, like you'd really do that, that's breaking the law. Shut your ass up. Because if you remember, if there's in the news that there's a whole bunch of sex workers that are always floating around these different military bases. Those are the highest. That's what I'm saying. This is an internal thing. I'm also picking up here too that a lot of these platforms are getting shut down and changing because it's officials that are paying for these for women on there. And there's documents and shit like that coming out and subpoenas and records. So they're trying to get rid of paper trails. But if you guys want like a session where I can support like building out like some type of tech platform, please like let me know. And I'll sit down and I'll support y'all in terms of, you know, how to even find funding for it, how to find engineers for that. I'm down for it. How to design your platform, the interface, how to design the app or the web thing. I'm down for it. Because a lot of these women have kids. It's unfortunate. Like I know that they want to do something else. This is crazy. Hi, Rupinder. I don't have no back page. Don't play with me. I don't got no back page. I don't got no Craigslist. I don't got no OnlyFans. No, that is not what I'm doing. But I will say this, like that's what I'm saying. Like I know I have friends who were sex workers, and I know women that are in that life. And one of the things that I'm that y'all have to also be mindful of. Oh, you want to know another thing too? You want to know what's going on? Okay, so a lot of these, there's satanic covens, or even just the reptilians and draconians. They're purposely sending out men, and I talked about this months ago on my channel. They're purposely sending out men that got fucking crazy ass entity attachments like you can't get rid of to go out, that are looking for these women. They're looking for sex workers and stuff like that. And because these women are in a place where like they don't have to fuck anymore, they can just be on OnlyFans or something like that. It's like now we need to keep spreading the disease. We need to keep spreading the illness because this is how we continue the Queen of Wands principality. So they want these women easily accessible to these karmics that are trying to implant them with crazy ass entity attachments. Ooh. 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 Clarify Jupiter. You got the Five of Swords. Yeah, this is what I was talking about too on the other end with this. Wow. Yeah, y'all need to make your own platform for real, and have that shit be autonomous. And I already know that there's hello karmics that watch my channel. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Okay, just make sure that you give credit where it's due. I'm not really interested in really being like all involved in some shit like that, but like I said, I'll offer my design support. So with the Jupiter and the Five of Swords energy here, this is what we're talking about with Jupiter's transiting somebody's 8th or 12th house, and they're dealing with hella enemies here. I'm also picking up here too, like with this, there's there are different there are different people in position in public eye being targeted for scandals. They're being targeted with this Havana syndrome fuckery for scandals. Like, let's say for instance, like they go to a bar, a happy hour or something like that to go meet with like a potential donor or something. Like they'll get something slipped in their drink. The next thing you know, they're like, oh, this person was at a hotel having a threesome with like 4 men or some shit like that. Like there's hella psyops being ran and different type of shit being ran here to get these people into scandals. Ooh wee. Clarify the North Node. There's ops that are infiltrating these different groups though. The Republicans are like not playing. They're doing real good guerrilla warfare tactics. Like back in the day, there's a good book called Germs, Guns, and Steel, and it talks about how the United States has also always used biochemical warfare, chemical warfare or biochemical warfare. They would infect a bunch of blankets with smallpox, and then they would go give those blankets to the Indians to kill them all off and kick them off their land. This is like something similar. Like these people are like actually like Republicans or something like that, like SALT. And they're getting trained in like that rhetoric and stuff like that and how to be progressive and talk and walk and act like them. And then they're infiltrating these different groups and causing scandals, Ace of Swords. Because they're shapeshifters with the werewolf right here. Ooh. Ooh, there's hella ops. There's hella ops, and these ops are at like the top. And I'm telling you right now, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even going to say that because my ancestor said that something's about to blow up here. Something's about to blow up, and something's gonna come out like with all this bullshit, that this infiltrating and stuff like that. They even use spell work. They got gypsies. They do. They for sure do. They for sure fucking do. They're not adverse to witchcraft. They may talk about God and stuff like that. They're not adverse to it. They're not. They're telling you that's why Bernie Sanders got out the race. That he was being energetically attacked, and there was people within the campaign. Oh, child, this is messy as fuck. Clarify North Node. You got the Ten of Swords, drama. And the North Node is in Gemini right now too. And this is what you're seeing with the Ten of Swords here too. And this is what we're talking about with the Ten of Swords. Harsh, painful ending for the United States. Playing too much. Because Gemini is all about teaching and learning. Third house. So chickens are coming home to roost with this psychological manipulation to impact the education system, to cause problems. Our kids weren't getting books in the hood, or our books were like taped all together. We weren't getting shit. We weren't even learning. Ooh. Child, this is crazy. You got the Queen of Swords, the rat, yeah. There's bitches, man, didn't I tell you that karmics are going to be infiltrating other karmics and bringing them down, though? What's the sixth house with the Three of Wands? You got the Three of Swords, yeah. And this is what we were talking about, too, with the Three of Wands and Three of Swords. Somebody ruined the reputation here. Oh, we were talking about this in the first reading. Like, somebody was trying to create warfare and drama with you, Three of Pentacles here. Maybe at work, or they were even teaming up with other people, gang stalking or creating little cliques. And somebody didn't realize, like, on the other end of that, what they would have to pay for is their reputation, their finances, their health, permanently. See, this is why you don't play with earth angels or divine beings, because the price that you're going to have to pay at the end is way more than what you got in the long run. That's why I tell y'all, when these people put your name in any type of thing, they run their mouth about you, they lie about you, it's okay. Because what they're going to pay for in the end is going to be way more than anything that you lost. It's going to hurt way more than any hurt that you may have experienced, any discomfort, anything. That's what I'm seeing right here. I'm also picking up a lot of you guys are going into the next level of like your whatever, your growth, your creativity. If you're feeling like you're having blocks, or if you're feeling uncomfortable going into it, or if you're feeling like it's not going to work, or lackluster or something like that, there's blocks being put on you. There's a karmic female that's been doing this, and this bitch is about getting all this shit back, and she's jealous. And she looks hella goofy because this is resulting in her either getting put out of a housing situation, losing a bunch of money, getting exposed for some shit here. Somebody's about to go through a big ass scandal, and she's gonna be so fucking embarrassed, you guys. This is what we're also talking about. This karmic guy, so her OnlyFans is gonna get exposed. They're broke. They think it's your fault. Wow. Yo, bitch, she be fucking me raw, but she love you. Don't cut your bitch off. That's T Grizzly. Your bitch, she be fucking me raw, but she love you. Don't cut your bitch off. With the Nine of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Somebody here says sugar daddy, or they've been getting hella money with this online thing, with this King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, with this OnlyFans fuckery. And there's also too these ops that are trying to shuffle women back in the streets. Because you want to know something here too? It's going to be like the Handmaid's Tale, the Jezebels. They're trying to gather these women up into houses, whole houses, where they can just keep them underground and make the men come there for sex. Yeah, y'all need to get together with that, make that app or that network. I'm telling you, if you guys want tools and tips, just bring your friends or whatever the fuck, and I'll help y'all with make your project. But this shit is ridiculous. And I could clearly see what they're trying to do with this whole psyops. Because the next thing you know, it's ankle monitors, microchipping for these pimps that are trying to run these harems. Wow. Because they don't want women to be independent and own their sex. Clarify Mars in the third of Pentacles, because you guys know that the game has changed. It used to go from pimping, like where a woman before in the back in the day, they had something called the sacred whore. So these women, like, they lived in specific temples, and men would go over to them for like to get their ends meet and shit like that. But it wasn't looked down upon. It only became looked down upon when this other shit came in. But it wasn't the way that people thought it was. It was like spiritual, like orgiastic. Now I'm not, man. And then it just flipped inside out. Like now it's harems, men are in control, pimping. And then with the last 5 to 10 years, it was changing. With the advent of the internet, now it's changing again. They want control again. But I'm gonna tell you right now, like that whole institution you guys have to find a way to phase that shit out though. Clarified Mars and the Three of Pentacles. You got the Page of Wands. I told you with the internet, messages and videos and stuff like that. With the Three of Pentacles here, they're getting paid by these right-wing folks or these people that have these different agendas to create chaos and shit like that, to team up with them to step down for these sex workers. Now, another thing here too that I'm seeing with the Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, somebody was trying to cause warfare for you. Now this person has been reduced with the pages. Confounds the wicked and slanders. Saves from enemies here. The Most High prevented this from coming towards you. Somebody feels hella goofy because they really went to go pay a practitioner to cause A, B, C, and D, and it's not working. And this came up in a different reading too, that there's practitioners that are dying in your area with the Ten of Swords here, North Node. Yeah, there's practitioners that are dying because in the spiritual realm, it's your ancestors, Knight of Wands and the King of Swords. It's your ancestors. Feminine and masculine energies that are handling these karmics. They're doing the work. So these karmics are thinking that it's you or something like that. But you have to be, this is why these people are stupid. If you put some shit out, you have to expect for it to come back. I guess someone thought that it was not going to come back or something like that. But if you're hella low vibrational and you're trying to do magic on somebody higher than you, it's going to bounce back twice as hard. And somebody's seeing that now. A practitioner has died or she's dying. Something about liver disease or some type of chronic illness here. Clarify Saturn with the Queen of Wands. You got the Knight of Swords. Ooh, with the Saturn. Yeah, this is another thing that I was talking about. Somebody here that was trying to somebody here was jealous of your business, jealous of your work ethic, just causing problems, spreading gossip about you with the Knight of Swords. Could be a Gemini with the Knight of Swords. This person's getting karma. And the karma that they're getting is they don't got no money. Or they've fallen off, or they're not taken seriously. They look like a clown in front of hella people. But they're still going to keep on going to prove a point. And the Most High is going to bring some type of karmic energy to this person. Wow. I'm also picking up here too, there's a harem of women. They do sex work and they play with spell work. And they've been trying to bind certain men or even cause problems like break up relationships. They've been operating behind the scenes for a minute. They're getting exposed in your area, y'all. You guys may have not even known that this was going on. It's a group of bitches here that they play with spell work. They do blood magic on men. These men even may have children or baby mamas or something like that. They're doing spell work on them to infiltrate their relationships, cause problems. And this is coming out. One of them can even be married. And her husband is finding out that she was a part of this bullshit. Clarify second house. One of your coworkers here too. This can be somebody that you work in the same field as, or she's in your community. Her husband may be a prominent man or something like that. He's gonna get exposed for like some type of a pedophilia or some type of child abuse or sexual assault. And that's gonna be her reputation going down the drain. You don't even have to bother with this bitch. I'm telling you now. She ruined her reputation on her own. She could have been maybe in competition with you, talking bad about you, down on you, and this is how the Most High is dealing with her. Your husband has a whole bunch of skeletons in his closet, and we're going to bring every single last one of them out to play. This karmic isn't ready. She ain't ready. You're about to see this, or you're going to hear about it. Some of you guys already see it. Or this can even be like, ooh. Wow. What's the second house? Somebody has like a business to blackmail people. Like that's like their like business. Like that's what they do for work. They blackmail people. They go on LinkedIn or Facebook. They find high profile people. They do spell work on them. They follow them to events or something like that. Oh, I just randomly, oh, I'm in this field too. I do this. I work for that person. They lie. They make whole fake ass business cards or something like that just to get these people like behind closed doors or in bedrooms and stuff like that to extort them. Ooh. What's the second house? 9 of Wands. Somebody here got pregnant for housing and it backfired. This is some like rat bitch shit, man. What's the nine of Wands, second house? And they're still homeless? I don't know. Or there's even like, you got the 4 of Swords in reverse. No communication here. But you want to know, and justice. Somebody's getting karma for this though. But you want to know something here too though? Like, there's a karma partner that was trying to keep this person though. And she got, for housing or for money, and she got exactly what she wanted. And this person is like out and about doing their own thing while they're sitting there watching this person like go. I'm also picking up with the stay in your lane energy. Like there's something here with theft here with the second house, like finances or money, and somebody's getting put out. You want to know something else that I'm also picking up here too, like with the justice in the second house, because that's house and home. And the 4 of Swords, somebody's nervous because they've been selling the information. Like, let's say, for instance, you live in a certain building or like property. Somebody's been selling the information of the tenants to like a third party for like scam calls or to get credit cards and shit like that put in their name. And you want to know something? Like the feds are in on this and they're tracing it back to a certain like person. Like, okay, all the people that got hit up, they live in this building though. So there's something about the person who works at the front desk or who's in the leasing office or something like that. They've been selling the information to scammers and stuff like that so people can run credit card scams and all that shit, giving their social banking information, all that stuff. And some of these companies either going to get sued or this person's going to get fucking fired. Whew. I'm also picking up with the 4 of Swords here. This is what we're talking about with this karmic partner here that was doing spell work on your money with the justice here. She's getting karma. I'm also picking up here too. This is what we've been talking about lately with people getting caught up for bullshit and with the justice system. Somebody was trying to, like, with the 4 of Swords in reverse, they were trying to run away or hide with the 9 of Wands. And I feel like somebody's going to end up in prison. Like, it's going to go 0 to 100. It's not even going to, man, it may not turn out the way that you think, but it's going to, somebody's still going to get justice here. So if this was like, man, your child's father not trying to, like, you don't have his address or something like that, or if he was playing some type of game, this is going to result in some other type of justice being served on this person. Either way, it's judgment season here, though. This is what I'm picking up on, though. It's judgment season either way. What's the 6th house, the 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords? You got the 10 of Wands, yeah. This is what we're talking about. This is somebody's karma, hangman. Somebody's stuck here. Because they wanted to play with your name. They wanted to play in your energy. They wanted to do all kinds of low-vibing shit with the hangman and the 10 of Wands. And they just got the 10 of Swords. And this is what they got on the other end. Somebody's losing hella money with the coins on there too. And somebody's probably like hella drinking or doing hard drugs or something like that because whatever they were trying to do to play with you, it backfired onto them with the hangman. And this is something else I'm also picking up here too. Somebody was doing glamour spells on their coworkers and it wore off. Everyone can see what's going on. And I feel like everyone's like, what the fuck? And everyone's talking about it all at once. Like, do you notice that something's weird? Or, no, I noticed it too. Like, did you notice? Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, wait, hold on. Hey, did you drink that at the staff meeting? Or what's going on? People are putting 2 and 2 together. They're putting 2 and 2 together. This person even looks completely different to these people. Ooh, baby. Something has broken all at once. But you want to know who's doing it, though? It's the fucking archangels. Spiritual communication. With the Archangel Nanael, God humiliating the proud. Oh, baby. That's why I was using this deck. Protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. Yeah, something has broken here. With the hanged man, everyone has woken up all at once. Somebody's stressed out because they can't do it again. Because people can see it and they can feel it now. They're like, what the fuck was that? I don't think they know if it's spell work, but I feel like somebody's gonna get themselves in some real shit right here, playing with somebody here. Playing with a group of people or playing with a bunch of people with some glamour. Oh, this is so bad. This is so fucking bad, y'all. This is so bad. I've dealt with something like this, but this is something different though. I feel like it's like these people like work together, like they work at the same department or the same building, or it's like they may be like on the same unit or in the same group or something like that. And it's like everyone all at once woke up to what was going on here. And it's like somebody has hella questions to answer. And I feel like Ten of Wands here, man, somebody here is about to get caught up. This is so bad. Oof. I feel like people are flipping out because they're like scared because they don't know what's going on because I don't think they know if it's magic or if they're having if something was put in their drink. I feel like somebody thinks that there was something put in their drink though. That's what I'm picking up on here. Some people think that there's something put in their drink like shrooms or ayahuasca. That's what they think it is. Or somebody actually did do that. Somebody put shrooms or ayahuasca or something like that in somebody's drinks. And people were like walking around like kind of like, oh, like la da 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 da, and like something like hella wore off. Ooh, child, what is this? Somebody's having back problems here. Sciatica. Oh, you want to know what? This is the money bitch. Okay, this is also somebody was trying to block your root chakra, tamper with your money, and it's manifesting in them having back pains with the Ten of Wands, and they're realizing this. Or like there's somebody here that was like paying for a whole bunch of shit. Now it's manifesting on them. Like somebody was going to get work done, and the work is reversing back to the practitioner and the person who paid for it. And now they're getting hella mad because they ordered all kinds of stupid low vibrational shit, and it's fucking them off. And this person thought that they weren't going to be impacted here. Wow, child, fix it, man. Fix it, ancestors. Just fucking fix it for me, please. Fix it. Fix it. I want you to fix it. I do see you guys getting a promotion here in the near future, or some type of victory or success. You're getting justice for something and somebody's mad. You want to know another thing here too with the Nine of Wands? Somebody like was doing something behind the scenes and they thought that you were never, I feel like somebody thought that they were going to defeat you or you would never find out or something along those lines. And I feel like this did not turn out at all the way that they thought it was going to turn out. And I feel like somebody's hella paranoid here. Somebody's hella scared because they're afraid of what you're going to do now with the Four of Swords in reverse. Somebody's hella afraid because they maybe were saying some shit or they were doing something behind the scenes. And now they're trying to like figure out a way to like, I feel like somebody's just trying to put on a brave face, but somebody's hella scared here because with the Three of Wands and the Three of Swords, they know an ass whooping is on its way. Somebody knows something is on its way. But you want to know something here, though? It's like you got to be careful how you play with somebody when you think you're not going to get caught and when you think the tables won't turn. The tables turned. And now somebody feels some type of way because they're like, fuck, like, what am I going to do now? That's what I'm saying. Somebody underestimated you and they got the Ten of Swords. Somebody regrets it, though. I'm feeling like heavy-ass regret with the Queen of Wands. Somebody's stuck. What's the North Node, Ten of Swords? What's the North Node and the Ten of Swords? You got the Wheel of Fortune. I told you. And you got the Temperance. Yeah, it's your ancestors doing this work on this karmic. I feel like they wanted it to happen like that. They wanted it to go like that because this person is now thinking of every single thing that they've done to you, and they're thinking about like everything that's about to come back onto them. And that's how this person is learning that they're a clown, that there's something wrong with them, like that they have either like that they have a very they're a very toxic individual, or hella low vibing, or they're just hella messy. It's like the hunter is becoming the hunted is what I'm picking up on here. Remember we talked about this Divine Feminine some months ago? Remember in your channeling? I said that it's going to come a time where the hunter becomes the hunted. This is happening now. And this is also true for the United States with the Ten of Wands and the Hanged Man, because they know that they have enemies and they got ops. And their people are not properly trained for this type of warfare. Because even look at Afghanistan. We went to Afghanistan and look what we did. Abu Ghraib. We went to Haiti to go help with the Red Cross. Look what they did. Hella children coming out of the woodworks. They're not prepared. And they're realizing that this now that they're surrounded. They're no longer the superpower because they were so busy putting investments into war and bullshit and causing problems that other people were looking at our game and they surrounded us. Ten of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune with the North Node here. Yeah, somebody's about to have problems. And this is also too, like with this karmic partner that was doing spell work on your finances or trying to cause problems for you so that your masculine wouldn't find you appealing or something like that. This bitch is messy like this. Oh, well, if I mess up their finances or if I mess up their business or make it seem like this and this and this, he won't be attracted to her. But I feel like this made your masculine even more attracted to you because he saw how like you persevered through, like he saw your perseverance or your work ethic. And this karmic has none and she feels hella goofy because she looks hella stupid and you're not even competing in that way. I feel like you're just doing your own thing and you didn't even know that this was going on. And this karmic is fighting to be like you or fighting to like, I don't know, be in competition and it's not working. And this is what we're also talking about with the Jupiter with the Five of Swords. Oh shit. Yeah, somebody either has something transiting their 12th house or their 8th house or even their 6th house of public enemies. And they're dealing with hella chaos. And with the Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, this is tables turning here. I'm also picking up like if somebody was trying to do death magic on you, this is what we're talking about with a practitioner has passed. If somebody was trying to like throw out that type of stuff at you, even plot and plan on you, it's like the ancestors are like on autopilot. They're like, sorry, the ancestors are on autocorrect. That these archangels that are watching over you, wow. Ooh. With the Archangel Metatron here, ooh-wee. They're watching. They're like, this is not going to happen. Like every plot and plan that these people have put out, they've kind of monkey wrench in each of their plans and it's reversing onto them. Justice here. That's what I'm seeing here. If somebody was trying to plot and plan on you, this can be some mob shit or karmics being just really, really fucking goofy. This is reversing back onto this person. Like whatever plot that they try to plan for you, they're in the middle of it now and they can't stand it. Like you're going to hear like somebody disappeared or somebody passed away or something like that. I'm also picking up here with the North Node and the Ten of Swords. You had a dream or a prophecy about something, and it's going to come to fruition with the Temperance energy here. It says that you just need to just be patient because with the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel also which is also the astrology wheel, it's coming. It's already happening. You don't have to worry about it. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I feel like somebody here is like, you want to know something? I'm picking this up again with the suicide spells. Somebody had a suicide spell done on them, and the way that it manifested in them trying to come after you, and that was the spell. And they try to come after you, and they got Pluto. They got something really crazy, and it's manifesting in their life now. And I don't think you guys even know that this is happening in the karmic's life. They're going through hella drama and chaos. And this is how it's manifesting. Or this is like the practitioner, they got paid to do some crazy ass work on somebody else, and this is how the work is manifesting in their life. Their life is being dismantled by all the different archangels. It's the angels doing the work here. Because they've been playing with too many different bloodlines, and they're a low-vibing stock. And this is how the ancestors are whipping them. So you want to keep on playing with people who are higher than you, who got more purpose than you. Your life is not more important than these people. I'm sorry. No, it's not. This is how we're going to deal with you. Ooh, what's the Jupiter Five of Swords? Damn. You got the Ace of Wands here. Yeah. Somebody's getting it right now. Somebody's getting it. Page of Pentacles here. Tarot readings too. There's a tarot reader that's been lying to a karmic so she can keep on getting paid or something like that. Or she's been pumping this bitch's head up and she's leading her right into her karma. You want to know something? There's a karmic that's attacking you, but you guys don't know that you are this karmic's karma. You're somebody that cannot be defeated or can't be touched, or you got energy in your field that when people play with you, it backfires onto them. With the Phoenix here, Fox. So it's like somebody trying to play with you and it backfired. They don't get to have keys to the streets. Like, they don't get any of that. Somebody also too was like doing work and they cannot find, or it's like somebody here is trying to like find the perfect spot to take you out and cause problems and stuff like that. But this person is in the room of requirement. For those of you guys who know about the room of requirement, it's endless. You can't find anything in there. That's why it's called the room of requirement. But you guys want to know why I say that? Because this is the diadem of Rowena Ravenclaw. It was her crown, and Lord Voldemort stored a Horcrux in this crown. And the way to find it, like, remember, it was her daughter. Her daughter's ghost is still at Hogwarts, and she told Harry, if you want to find it, you have to go where everything is, and where there's everything and nothing. And he was like, oh shit, it's in the room of requirement. He was able to find the diadem, right? So he found the keys to the streets. This karmic is like in a maze of all their bullshit. All the fuckery that they try to put into your astral waters is in their astral waters. They can't focus. They're stuck in that big ass room with hella shit all over the place, and nothing is viable. Or I'm also picking up here too with another thing here too. Somebody has hella enemies and nobody can help them except for you with protection and shit like that. They're in the room of requirement. They can't find anything. They're opening every single box, looking through every cup, looking through everything. They can't find it with the Jupiter energy here too because you're favored. So things come easy for you. People have been looking for this diadem for like 200, 300 years and they couldn't find it. And he found it in like 5 minutes. Wow. You also are going to be giving special, you guys are going to be giving special tools, special spells, special supports, and insight in the dream state or by your specific spiritual guides and ancestors that no one can have, and it won't work for them. I'm also picking up here too that a karmic has been trying to steal like energy from you. She's been trying to steal, like some karmic has been trying to get magic done to like merge into your consciousness and become you and steal your energy and your gifts or some shit like that. And she's just picked up mental illness here with the Ten of Swords. She cursed herself trying to play in your energy field because if it was for you to have, you would have had it. Your ancestors are blocked because of the bullshit that you've been doing. That's why in this lifetime, this karmic is either going to die or she's going to face something really harsh in her life. And that's why it says God humiliating the proud. It's not for you because your ancestors didn't do the work. You're not an earth angel. You don't got the crown with the diadem right here. But you are in the cage. This is what we talk about, monitoring spirits as well too. And somebody was trying to put these, baby. Somebody went to go get this monitoring spirit magic done on you so they can like monitor your dreams and monitor your life or some shit like that. And now this person has attracted this monitoring spirit. It's on them. So now they're being followed around by their enemies and other spirits in the realm and shit like that. Or you want to know another thing here too? This person was being like, they were trying to coat themselves in your energy to avoid karma, and it didn't work. You just led them right into the judgment hall. They thought that you couldn't see them. I can see you underneath my hem. Because these angels are hella big. They're as big as cities. So it's like these little rat karmics, like they're like hiding underneath like your garment or your hem. And you can see them. And you're like, no, keep on, come, let's go, let's go. And you led them right into judgment hall. These ancestors here, you led them right into the hall of judgment. They can't get out now. Five of Swords, they're trapped. They're the fox in the box. Sorry, they're like the clown in the box right here. This is deep. And I think that's what the archangels wanted me to transmit this message for you guys, because this is what's currently going on in the spiritual realm. You led them exactly into the mouth, into the lion's den. This monitoring spirit energy, it's backfired onto them now. Now they have other people monitoring them and looking for them. Also, these karmics they've alerted like some type of enforcer in the spiritual realm. Who is it? I mean, that's literally how it happens, y'all. You create so much chaos and calamity, something gets opened here. Or somebody called on a beast that was blinded many years, many centuries ago. Or they attempted to, because somebody was trying to play with ancient magic here. Or they were trying to like even go into certain like languages and call on incantations and shit like that. Or let's say, for instance, like you come from a certain indigenous bloodline or background, and this karmic does not. She was trying to like invoke certain things with like your ancestral tongue, and she invoked something. All right, she for sure did. She for sure invoked something. She for sure invoked her defeat with the Five of Swords here. That's why you got the Ten of Swords right here. What's the Jupiter and the Five of Swords? You got the moon. Yeah. And this is what we're talking about with this tarot reader that was lying to this karmic to pump her head up. She's seeing it now that she just walked right into an ass whooping that you're her karma with the moon energy right here. I'm also picking up here too, like somebody's like hell-bent on trying to compete with you and like defeat you or something like that. And this person just like keeps on exposing their mental illness. Like they don't know what they look like. They think that they're like defeating you, or they're telling you how it is, or they're doing this or they're doing that. They're just defeating themselves. Somebody has a bunch. Oh, you want to know something though? These karmic females, they have like some type of Scorpio placement or Pluto aspect that makes them, they're suicidal. And the way that they act that out is by trying to act that out onto other people. And that's what triggers this suicidal energy. So it's like some karmic is fucking with you, but she doesn't, but you're her karma. So by fucking with you, she's like building, like she's committing career suicide, she's committing financial suicide, she's committing spiritual suicide, or even actual physically with her health. Take it how it resonates. Wow, we're getting deep today. Thank you so much, Archangel. Thank you so much, Archangel, for allowing me. Yeah, you got the Magician right here. Yeah, for allowing me to transmit these messages. There's an angel. I can't remember his name. There's somebody that they called on in the Galactic Federation. Let me see. I can't remember his name. Let me pick it up here. Commander Ashtar. Commander Ashtar. So whatever these karmics have been doing, because you're protected by a certain principality, because remember, not all principalities are evil. The archangels also operate within principalities as well too. So you're part of a high vibrational principality. And some karmic was trying to like play with your energy or tamper with you or even play with spell work. And it just activated like Commander Ashtar and other high vibrational archangels to come down and whip on them. So it's like somebody started a spiritual war like that. They don't know the magnitude of the war that they started, but they're about to find out because they're going to be in the middle of it with the Ten of Swords. What's the Five of Swords and the Page of Pentacles? There's also two. What's the Page of Pentacles? You got the Ace of Swords. Okay, so there's something about tarot readings, Hierophant. Oh shit. So Ace of Swords and the Hierophant. If you guys got a collection of tarot readings from hella different readers and like they're hella accurate and on point and they're saying hella different things, and like you get like a personal reading with a copywritten deck from US Games, specifically the Rider-Waite deck or the Herbal Tarot, with the Ace of Swords and the Hierophant, this can be used in court. Somebody here is upset with the Five of Swords, with the Jupiter energy, because the judge is like, no, let me actually listen to this shit. Let me see how this works. Oh, okay. Nah, charge them, indict them. We see everything. We see everything. Just make it look hella professional. Write it, everything down, transcripts, summaries, all of that stuff. Call out names, call out transits, call out birth chart placements, all of that stuff. Somebody here is getting caught up with tarot. Or another thing I'm seeing here too is you may have shown your masculine a bunch of readings about the karmic, and he's putting two and two together, or some masculine energy here went to go get a reading, and the truth came out about a karmic. Ooh, shits. This is crazy. This is like spiritual warfare. Like this is like, I guess this is what this reading is about. Or there's another thing that we're talking about with these sex workers here too. How like they're all in cahoots together, the companies and the police and the right wing and the powers that be. They're trying to shuffle women into the streets so they can be in the middle of bullshit here. What messages do you have for today? Stay in your lane, please. They've activated something here. What messages do you have for the stay in your lane? I'm telling y'all. Then it says Commander Ashtar, call to action. Then it says Odin, psychic insight. I'm telling you. If this was like about like it's something with a murder or like some type of trafficking or something crazy going on here, the judge is going to listen to those readings. They're going to listen to it, especially if hella different readers are saying it. Or if you get a personal reading by somebody that's like verified or certified or things like that. Because you guys do know that tarot is rooted in science, right? Okay. The Western psychology system, Carl Jung, analytical psychology, it's actually rooted in tarot. Carl Jung wrote a whole bunch of stuff about tarot. Hella different books about tarot, how to symbolism, all that type of stuff. Psychology, and it can be considered expert information. It's like via anthropology or cultural studies. Oh we. Or if you showed your masculineness, it's going to be karma. Commander Ashtar, somebody has activated or called upon something, like they've attracted something to themselves by trying to play with you or cause problems here, or somebody's been calling on they've been opening too many portals or playing with too much magic. The misuse and abuse of spell work, like opening dark ass portals or calling on fucking demons and entities and shit like that. Then it says Odin, psychic insight. Somebody's getting exposed here through tarot readings, or this tarot reader that's been trying to tap into your energy. Oh, another thing I'm picking up here too with the Five of Swords and the moon, somebody's not getting accurate readings with the Page of Pentacles here and the moon. With the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Swords and the moon, whoever's trying to get readings done on you right now, they're not doing accurate readings because they're blocked from your energy field. You see, they're trying to tap into your field and then they pick up the energy of like all these people behind this angel. They're not getting in your field and they're not getting accurate readings. So somebody's making like hella stupid ass decisions off of fake ass readings and they're getting hella karma. Or somebody could even try to use magic to like impact your cards and stuff like that. I'm going to tell you right now, that shit doesn't work. You can't do spell work to try to fuck off the way somebody reads tarot because it's still intuitive. You can try to do like banishing spells so that someone can't read you if you're a karmic, but it won't last for long. Because if they're supposed to get the information, the ancestors will give it to them. That's what I'm telling you. Not everyone's supposed to be a tarot reader because it's divination. Or the ancestors are blocking these karmics from your energy field. Commander Ashtar, nah. Why the fuck are you thinking that you're about to spy on one of our commanders? Bitch, get the fuck up out of here. Somebody's been trying to spy on you with tarot and it's not working. They're not getting the right information. They're just getting hella more karma for trying to get into your energy field with somebody that's higher than them. And this is how these bitches are going to learn to stop playing with spirituality. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to see a whole bunch of females that play with spell work or they like that witchy stuff. They're going to completely renounce it. I'm telling you now, they're going to leave it alone completely because it's going to fuck off their life. Something's going to happen. And that's how the Most High, with the Ten of Swords right here, this North Node, this is how the Most High is teaching people. Stay in your fucking lane. Somebody should have stayed in their lane. What messages do you have here, please, for the stay in your lane? Kalima, I'm telling you right now, you have ancestors in your energy field that's just reversing that shit back to sender. And this is what we talk about with the infinite abundance. Somebody was trying to fuck with your money, but it's not about to happen. They're about to get karma and they're going to lose. Kalima, she's making you a necklace. All the people that are tapping into your energy field, you see the eye that's open right there? Like when they're trying to get into your energy field, it's reflecting back what they're doing. You guys, this is real. I've seen this in real time. On one situation where there was a celebrity that passed away and the energy of his death was used as glamour. And when I tried to tap into the situation, all the lights in my house went off. That's the first time I learned about you just can't do anything with these cards. Be careful. But it was the energy of death. But I was still able to track after my lights went off. I was still able to tap in and go in. Another situation too is remember we talked about this karmic, the ass eater. She was hella lying on me doing fake ass readings, but everything that she said I was doing, she got exposed for. That's what she was doing. Mirrors. Somebody's playing in your energy field and it's backfiring onto them and it's fucking them up. Stay in your fucking lane. Archangel Michael is here. You are safe. Angels stand close. You see what I'm talking about? These angels have swords and weapons in your energy field. They're scattering the cards. They're not giving the perfect information. They're not giving the proper information. Look how the sword is at his throat. Nah, we're not letting them in at all. Absolutely not. I got a reading done the other day by somebody. I had to like go into a meditative state to open up my mind to let her in. Nah, anybody that tries to get readings on me, I can hear it as they're getting the reading done. I know who's going in and out of my energy field. I can see it. I can hear it. I know who the person is. If you guys are having those type of like intuitive downloads, trust it. They're getting that. If you can feel that shit, or if you know, you can tell something's going on. Somebody's trying to get readings done on you and it's not working. They're just getting misinformation. And it's also this monitoring spirit bullshit too. It's not working. They're just attracting the enforcer and somebody they're attracting the hermit to themselves, if you know what I mean. So by them trying to monitor you and monitor spirits on you and all this other shit, they're getting it back on them. So you guys, wow. Let me see what the messy deck has to say about this shit, man. We went for a whole hour with the stay in your lane. What messages do you have? This is like some deep, deep, deep information that we got. I'm telling you, that shit is real. You got blackmail. On one hand, when we're talking about this professional blackmail, lose my number, with these masculines not dealing with these karmics anymore and seeing them for who they are. What messages do you have for the stay in your lane for today? Follow-up messages. You got government official. I told you, somebody's getting caught up here. And the U.S. government here, chickens are coming home to roost with this bullshit. I stalked you online all day. Karmics, sex workers, I'm telling you, everything that I just said is coming out right here. Yeah. I'm a sociopath, narc, or psycho. Exactly. This karmic that's getting readings on you and playing games, this bitch is sick in the fucking head. But this is why the Most High is going to put this bitch in poverty or a fucked up situation or dealing with hella enemies or dealing with Commander Ashtar. Yeah, that's some energy that's like, you got to really be like, your mind has to be really, really strong to be able to deal with that shit, man. I'm telling you right now. Because he came to my house one day. Like right as I was about to go to sleep, he like glowed green right in front of me. And he clearly showed me, he said that this is what the karmic masculine is trying to do to you. He said this is what he's done every single lifetime. He said if you go near this man, he will kill you. He told me straight up. And he said this is what's going to happen next. He showed me everything. Commander Ashtar is not to fucking play with. And somebody has Commander Ashtar on their ass right now because they've been tampering too much in the spiritual realm. Okay? All right, y'all. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for watching. I mean, the cards don't lie.